running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield?
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Hawkeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Trying to get the corner. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
They've got the screen set up. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass, it's Beck. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Hawkeye! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Final play of the quarter coming. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Back to pass on second down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Iowa. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. He's bringing it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Got it in the middle, it's Bennett. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Lost the fire on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Chang. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll go back to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Gonna swing it on second down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Off play action on first down. Looking for a big gain. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's going to take off. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Jordan. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Graham near the marker. It's Douglas. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Thomas. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The play action fake. Got his man. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Hawkeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To the air, it's Sorsby. Now he's going to break the pocket. Finds his man, it's Tate. They pick up the first down, they'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. And as he throws, can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off play action. He's not afraid to go deep. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, and sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the Hawkeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion, now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Another incompletion on third down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll field the punt and look for room. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They go to the ground. Jukes his way for more. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jordan. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Hawkeyes have their offense in high gear. The toss to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Finds the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And the Hawkeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Iowa! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The give from the gun. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. LSU right back to the line. Now the play fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there, right?
He's going to let it go. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Rush is on him. He'll pull it down and run. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance.
Going for it all. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. The Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. Takes a hit as he fires. He's straight downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
And that ball is live in the backfield. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a miss.
But how about that? This team is way up in this game, and they're still taking shots in the 4th quarter. There is no let-up.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw it, Sorsby. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Chang. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the ground with the back. Creates a little room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point that seems they can do. Yeah,
and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. And the Hawkeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll run the toss. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can pick up the first without scoring. He wants it all. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. On the move, it's Chang. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.